Femi Falana has decided to share this on his Twitter handle, and here he writes, "The refusal to take sides on great moral issues is itself a decision. It is a silent acquiescence to evil. The tragedy of our time is that those who believe in honesty lack fire and conviction, whilst those who believe in dishonesty are full of passionate conviction." And that is by Futon J. Shane. Now, he decided to highlight a lot of things that are going on in Buhari's administration, and a lot of people have termed this as nepotism, and even the supposed person that was supposed to be a vice president to Buhari if he had won election back in those days, and that is Pastor Tunde Bakare. He said that Buhari's government is a government that is not totally, well, in a nutshell, Buhari's government is selective when it comes to judgment, the rule of law. Although Buhari himself is not a judiciary, but we know that the presidency has a great influence on EFCC and ICPC, which are the agencies that probe into all of these corrupt practices that we oftentimes see in that contraption called Nigeria, and then it is taken to the court. So he decided to say this about he said every former governor and key former public office holder. All right, let me make this bolder so we can see it. He said every former governor and key former public office holder that has been convicted of corruption since Buhari came to power, from Jolly Yam to Joshua Dariye to Bala Ingilari to Oji Kalu, is a Christian. Make of it what you will, but that is a fact. It is only Christians that steal. That is what he wants to ask. That's a question he wants to ask. Is it only Christians that steal? You know, there is this man that claimed that he got some money and wanted to use it to cut grass. You know the story of the grass cutting saga. Is this man in jail? If you know he's in jail, drop that at the comment section. Now, some people decide to respond. Yes, someone say, Dasuki, Zaki, are they Christians? Your plan to destroy this country will one day just backfire on you. And Femi Fani-Kayode replied, they said, have they been convicted? Please get educated. Detention is not conviction. Go back to school. So, as you know, Oji Uzokalu has been convicted of the crime, and the people that he called have all been convicted of the crime. So, as Dasuki be convicted, just like Shewere, they are in detention, not convicted. In fact, right now, the court is looking for a way, the government is looking for a way for the court to allow them take El Zakzaki from DSS custody into prison when he has not been convicted. Now, that's what Femi Fani-Kayode has to say in response to that. Yes, someone says same thing we saw in 1984. All the southern governors were jailed. The only Nigerian governor jailed was Akpa Aku of Benue, who was a Christian. Shagari was untouched, while Alex Ekweme, his deputy, was jailed, leading to Fela's song back then, Moto Get Accident, na conductor Buhari jail. So that is what it is. Not the first time. These guys are playing the same game. I would have thought that Buhari, when he came in, he would have, jailed all of the generals that are involved in crime. Since they claim he's a man of integrity, he has never stole. They claim he has one house, which is a lie. And I thought many of the governors, senators, local government chairmen, and the rest of the criminals in the north and the south would have been in jail. But I see a form of selection when it comes. So it's a selective judgment. That is what I'm seeing here. That is not to say that the people that are in jail did not commit a crime, but then we need to see everything equal. Everything equal. Yes, someone say, I will not absolve them of the crimes, just like I said, but a political conquest is embedded in the bigger picture. Anti-corruption as a political conquest. These are not coincidence. The system is rigged. Election rigged. And when it comes to the rule of law, they rig. Now, when it comes to the anti-corruption fight, it has a political undertone. Some say, well, Ojuzo Kalu was in PDP, he came to APC, but now is in jail. Because they need to make scapegoat of certain people, but they select who should be made a scapegoat. Look at Gandola. Buhari made an excuse and said, I heard it. It wasn't something that somebody told me. Buhari said, you know, the videos that they showed to him, not because Buhari himself is the prosecutor or investigator. Of course, we have the agency that handles all of that. He said, how can Gandola be smiling and be collecting bribe when he's being told that the person secretly recorded it? He said, because they manipulate videos now, you cannot believe this and that. So it's so simple. That money can be traced. The person that released the video can also give them certain information to track and find out which kickback or bribe money was that for. Of course, people said it is for the resources that are being mined in that place. That is the kickback that he's collecting. That's it. So he's being selective. He makes excuses for people from the northern part of Nigeria. Although you might want to say, what about Maina, the one that stole all the pensioners' money? Is now being tried and is coming up with some fake wheelchair stories and the rest of that. But we know that Buhari is actually being selective when it comes to who should be prosecuted, because the EFCC, the ICPC that we expected that they would perform without the control of the presidency are actually being controlled by the presidency. So they receive a call from Buhari. Buhari says, drop that case. I'm not saying that I've heard him say it, but from what we've seen, we've found that there are more people from the northern part of Nigeria that are occupying posts that any southerner has been ousted out from. For example, like the lady that came to Nigeria and she decided to do the worst. She did what I wasn't expecting her to do. If you don't have the required document, certificate, that's the NYC, whatever, you could have just gone to them and request for the right one. But unfortunately, because they have informations about how she got the documents herself, she came from the United Kingdom, not because they are not corrupt in the United Kingdom, but she brought the same thing and she was thrown out. Hausa Fulani took over. Whenever Buhari takes out, for one reason or the other, anybody from the south, he replaces them with someone from the north. It's a pattern. So he went further to say here that finally Fowler of FIRS is out, and just as I predicted, he has been replaced by a northern Muslim. When will Tinubu and Osibanjo finally accept that they were outflanked, outmaneuvered, fooled and scammed into betraying their own people by the Fulani cabal? More to come. So from the look of things here, what do you guys see? Everything is either tribalized or religion is put into it. That is the shape, the structure of that contraption called Nigeria. What is the way forward? Break up, yes. Another thing we need to look into is the issue of transparency, punitive measures to be given to anyone that commits crime. Everyone has to really put their heart, their mind, their hands on the deck to make sure that we report, anybody that is involved in any form of criminal activities, notwithstanding who they are, so that we don't end up like the same people that we are talking about. So, yes, someone says slave mentality is very bad. By 2023, Tinubu and Osibanjo would have realized that they were nothing but slaves in the hands of the Fulani Caliphate. A slave does not determine anything. His master determines everything. Wake up, Oduduwa Nation, wake up. So why would you expect the slave to change his mentality in 4 short years? Not happening. That's just it. So yes, someone say, bros, wait for the war among the cabal soon. Tinubu will very soon denounce and criticize Buhari, then claim the saint again with another mandate, while the gullible millions will follow him, whoever he anoints, like John the Baptist, Obasanjo, no duam, no worry. So there's a possibility of these people coming up in the 3rd year of Buhari, and you'll begin to see a lot of rigors and noises, and then they will come up with a party called ACPC. And they will say, enough of this, and a lot of gullible people will follow them because they are going to play you the tribal sentiment here. All these people that are involved with this administration, they are all corrupt. It doesn't matter if they are the party leader, party chairman, party king, whatever they are all corrupt, and they have not been prosecuted because the person that is going to prosecute them got into that position with the money that they looted. So how is he going to prosecute them? And aside all of this, why is Buhari not prosecuting, allowing the EFCC to work to prosecute people from the north? I don't know, maybe they are tricking him anyway. But then, yes, someone said this is a huge blow below the belt on Southwesterners. If they are not killed and their electoral mandate stolen, they will be outsmarted by some semi-illiterate Homo sapiens. Have they now learned? When will they begin to subscribe to restructuring and better handshake with the Southeast Middle Belt? Exactly. Restructuring is the way forward. With restructuring, all of the problems that we have in that contraption called Nigeria will go away. Restructuring, and also everybody has to be educated, because a lot of people have this attitude of, lackadaisical attitude. Some people are so comfortable, they care less. Why should even a politician give anybody money during election? Those people should be reported and arrested and locked up. That is what it is, because we need to stop a kind of politics that we run in that contraption called Nigeria, politics of money. If you come out and you say you want to vote, you want to be a flag bearer of any party, if you don't give them money, nothing. It's like the case of Omoyele Sowore. Sowore did not give anybody money. That is why he had a minute vote. But the rest of the criminals that gave out money, they had votes, because they've made sure that they use hunger as a weapon. 1, 2, they've made sure that they institutionalize a system where money is what they use in running the show, by giving people money. They've made sure that they have thugs that they've paid, that muscle on people, threaten people. That is why this is so. So all of these things have to go away if we are talking of restructuring. Time will not wait for anyone. It's time for the young people, as you're listening to me, let us stand up. Let us re-educate ourselves first, because if you don't re-educate yourself, if you don't unlearn what you have, what you've put inside of yourself, if you're putting that old wine into a new bottle, you are wasting your time. It's time for us to re-educate ourselves and say enough is enough. Educate yourself first. Educate yourself and know what is right and the way forward. So he decided to share some names here. Some ministries. He said, Minister of Petroleum, Northern Muslim. Minister of Finance, Northern Muslim. That lady was taken out. The one that came with the, I don't know who gave her the fake NYC certificate, even after she had certificate from UK. I don't know why she had to do that. That's what we are talking about. Northern Muslim took over. Pencom, Northern Muslim. Federal Inland Revenue, the new one now, the new person now, Northern Muslim. Customs, Northern Muslim. NNPC, Northern Muslim. NPA, Port Authority, Northern Muslim. That's it. Yeah. President of Court of Appeal, Northern Muslim. Chief Justice, Northern Muslim. Senate President, Northern Muslim. NPC, Northern Muslim. INEC, Northern Muslim. All security, military, paramilitary, and intelligence except for Navy. And of course, the president, the governor of Central Bank. That's it. A lot of people questioned him about this. He said, what did these Igbo people want again? They are this, they are that, they've put them in certain section. What else do they need? That is because everything is tribalized. In his own words, if we put an Igbo man there, he's going to fill up all the position with his own people too. If they are like, okay, you know what, let this Igbo man take this one, let this Hausa man take this one, let us share the same thing. But it seems as if every other person. So what is the way forward in this? What is the way forward? Is it to break apart, or for us to reconsider this issue of transparency, punitive measures to be given out to people that commit crime? We cannot move forward with this. We have to come down to the drawing table. We have to come down to the drawing table, and it's only the youth and concerned people that can do this. So that's what it is for now. If you're not a member of this channel, simply tap on the subscription button and a red notification icon bell. This will automatically make you a member of this channel, and a red notification icon bell will alert you whenever videos are uploaded. And for those who are a member of this channel, I say a very big thank you once again. Thanks for stopping by.